Jules Kounde to Chelsea is set to advance, with Sevilla now willing to negotiate and drop their huge asking price that skyrocketed in the closing days of the summer transfer market. The original framework between the player and Chelsea is all said and done for a 4 to 5 year deal. This transfer now could happen in the January transfer window, especially with Antonio Rudiger looking to make his way out of Stamford Bridge in pursuit of more money and maybe pastures new. There's lots more transfers to delve into this evening on the Done Deal Show, including Digne from Everton to Chelsea, which looks at the moment like it could become a certainty. 6 days ago, we reported exclusively on the Football Terrace that Chelsea were looking at the possibility of signing the left back. That has moved a massive step closer today. We're also going to take a look at Anthony Martial and Cavani that could both be on their way out of Man United as early as January if the deals are right. Plus much, much more on the Football Terrace. Taking a delve and a look at the Arsenal camp where Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been told that he is going to have to train separately from the rest of his Arsenal teammates up until the African Cup of Nations. All that and much, much more this afternoon for you. Smash that like button right now. Subscribe, retweet, follow whatever platform you're watching on. Let's do this. Hello, welcome back to the show. I hope you are all having wonderful Fridays. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're good. It is my birthday today, so please be kind. But I am still work. I don't believe in having your birthday off work. I think I find it weird. I would make it illegal if I run the country. But thank you for all the lovely birthday messages that we've had so far. One here from Josh, one of my long-standing members of the Terrace. Happy birthday, Terry. I hope you are I am feeling a little bit better today. So thank you very, very much indeed. Lots of vitamins, lots of good food, lots of sleep, lots of water is the way forward. But lots to delve into. We haven't really done an exclusive transfer, as in a video that's exclusively about transfers in a long, long while. And I wanted to do that today. Lots have been brewing, lots to talk about. Chelsea dominating the headlines after what has been a bit of an injury-plagued time for them of late. And two big transfers could happen as early as January. As early as January, two of them could happen. Two of them could take place. Two of them could really change the course of Chelsea's season. The first is a long-standing target in Jules Kounde. Now, Jules Kounde was linked to Chelsea Football Club in the summer. He agreed his deal, done, dusted with Chelsea Football Club. No problems there whatsoever. A 3 to 4 year deal. The framework all agreed. Chelsea believed they had an agreement in place with Sevilla for the majority of the summer. What was holding up the deal from going through was always Kurt Zouma leaving. Initially part of a potential swap deal. That then changed into him going to West Ham, and it took a long time to get done. Chelsea were always under the belief with Sevilla that once that transaction was complete, there was an agreement in place to take Kounde from Sevilla, from Spain, to the Premier League. Sevilla in the 11th hour upped the asking price massively to somewhere in the region of about 80 million euros. Chelsea stood strong and said no. The idea was to always come back into January to try and sign him. Now, it's been revealed from Julien Laurent that Sevilla are now willing to renegotiate that asking price and to drop it essentially. Chelsea will look to pursue him again. They're going to try to make this a deal that can go through in January. That isn't always possible, but it is certainly Chelsea that are leading the way for Jules Kounde. They want to bring him to Stamford Bridge. He's that long-term target of the football club. A big fan of his is Thomas Tuchel. And this deal could move forward very, very quickly. When you think about the situations with the Christiansen that does look like he's signing a new deal, and Rudiger that appears to be some way off. This is a transfer, and this is the type of player and profile of individual that Chelsea want to get down, dusted, and secured. But a long way to go in terms of negotiations, especially to get it done in January. But this deal is on and is set to advance in the coming weeks. Big, big, big news for Chelsea there. Aside from that, you have to look at Digne from Everton. Now, on the 11th of December, I was in just a passing conversation with the journalist. He said that Chelsea are interested in bringing him in. We kind of tweeted about it as a bit of a holding tweet, see what transpired. 6 days later, this is heating up massively. Everton looking very likely to complete the signing of a new left back. The likes of Fabrizio Romano have come out and confirmed that if this happens, it is highly likely that Digne leaves. Chelsea are the front runners to bring him in. Now, it may be a loan that he initially comes into Stamford Bridge on first. But you are looking at a new left back to come in and look at replacing Ben Chilwell that could be back sooner rather than later, but they just don't know yet. They just don't know how long Ben Chilwell is going to be out for. More cover is needed at Chelsea Football Club, though, because Marcos Alonso simply, going forward, is fine, but defensively is an absolute liability. So the club are looking to get the Digne deal done, and they're looking to get that done in January. But the deal for that tied up very early on. It does appear Chelsea want the player in the early phases of the January window and not right at the end. But these are two very, very big, very, very, very big pieces of business from Chelsea in what I've been saying for a while now, which could be a very active and potentially very potent transfer window for the Premier League, with the likes of Tottenham and Newcastle looking to spend big. You can't rest on your laurels. Maybe you can't wait until the summer for a particular player because another club is going to come in and move for them first. But Chelsea fans, I want your thoughts and your feelings on those two big potential deals of players coming into your football club. The link has been shared for you to phone in and have your say. That's pinned to the live comment section. So I do want to hear from you. Daniel here. Long time no super chat, Daniel Wilkins. I know that you've been saving very hard for your Premier League season ticket at Stamford Bridge. So I appreciate this super chat massively. It says happy birthday to the OG Terry. Kounde and Digne incoming. Let's go. And you could be absolutely right with those incoming deals, my friend. And I want to know what you Chelsea fans think. I want to know what you feel. I want to know how happy you are with those potential deals. Like, I really am intrigued to know how you feel about them. Like, comment here says, get this fraud Alonso out of my club quicker, is what Fraser has got to say. Antonio Rudiger wants to move to a bigger club. He will be welcome at United. That rumour's reared its head again today, to be fair. Let's have a little look. Terry, do you rate Digne? I think he's a good player. Do I think he's world class? Do I think he's one of the best in the world? No, I think Ben Chilwell is better, but he's very good. He's very good, and it adds that depth. Premier League proven. I'm going to say he's a good age, but I don't know how old he is. I think, what is he, like mid-20s? He might even be younger than that. Let me have a look now. I've never once in my life checked how old he is. I never thought about it ever. But what is he? He's 28, late 20s, really. So it's a really good established age. And you know what? Like, he needs to get himself out of Everton. He ain't doing nothing there, is he? He's not going to do anything. He isn't going to achieve anything. So, yeah, decent. Thank you, Liam, for becoming an official squad member of the Football Terrace. That means a great deal to me that you've gone and done that, my friend. 100 million on Lukaku in the summer and now chasing after Kounde and Digne, despite having the best defense in the world. And they say they are self-sustainable. But Chelsea are self-sustainable. All clubs are self-sustainable under FFP, my bro. All clubs are self-sustainable under FFP. DJ here says, if Kounde comes in, Rudiger won't leave until the summer to Real Madrid if he does not stay at Chelsea. Yeah, I don't think Kounde will happen in January in terms of the player being there. Maybe a kind of deal will be done where it's agreed and he goes back on loan, or It's just agreed in principle. Maybe a little bit like you did with Christian Pulisic to a degree. So maybe there's something along those lines that Chelsea will be able to get done. But they're certainly going to be exploring that that option going into January. I think Chelsea's biggest fear, from what I've heard, is that they're just mindful that if somebody else comes in with a big offer, turns Jules Kounde's head, they miss out on a long-standing target. Nazar says Chilwell is better, but no confirmation he needs surgery. Well, we all knew that they're not looking to give Ben Chilwell surgery straight away. They're doing physio and rest to see how that works out. The problem that you have is that you don't know what the reaction is going to be like, what the reaction is going to be like when he starts kicking the ball again. He may still end up needing surgery. Chelsea need a contingency. So that's why I think it'll be a good option to look at Digne on a loan with an option to buy. I think that type of deal could be doable. You get that kind of deal done, and then it's easier to move. And then do you know what? If you get with an option to buy and Chilwell comes back and he's fit and he's firing and you don't feel like you need Digne, very simple and easy to send him back. No harm, no foul. Now, we are going to go to your calls very, very soon as well. Make sure the like buttons are being smashed on the terrace today. Really would be appreciative of that. There are some Man United stories as well that I also want to touch on also. The first being Anthony Martial. Now, big reports today that Anthony Martial wants to leave United as early as January. The word is that he's sick or tired of waiting for his opportunity this season in the first team, and he wants to, push himself away. So he's looking to do that. There's also now talk that Cavani could join Barcelona as early as January. There's a lot of Man United fans that are saying, this is going to make the squad thin. This is going to, this could cause problems, etc. Now, what I would say about that is I understand the concern. I understand the worry. However, what's really, really important to remember is Ralph Rangnick thinks Man United's squad is too big, is too bloated. And there's an element of truth in that. I know that we wanted Ollie to rotate more, but it was sometimes hard to rotate and give people enough game time to keep them all happy. It's about getting the balance right. And look, do I see both Martial and Cavani leaving in the January window? Maybe not, but it's a possibility they both could. I think what's really encouraging for Man United fans is the Haaland news, though, that's also come out in the last couple of days. And the Haaland news is that at the moment, Man United are reportedly one of the only real clubs that have been making serious moves into that camp. Now, a lot of people will say, yeah, but the agent closed it down by not mentioning Manchester United as of late. I would take that with a huge, not even a pinch, a huge punch of salt, really. If you don't know what a punch of salt is, you never cooked with Italians. Remember the first time I was cooking with Italians in Canada, they were like, yeah, we want a punch of salt. And honestly, I was confused. It's basically a fistful. It's a punch, right? I love the expression and I love the accent. They were from, we were in Canada, Ottawa, but they were from New Jersey. And the Italian-American accent from that part of the States is just one of my most favorite noises in the whole world. It's just brilliant. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. It's an absolute thing of beauty. But anyway, I digress massively. And I would take what Mino Raiola says with a punch of salt. 2 big fat punches of salt is what I take it with. So there is some encouraging news for Man United that they're looking elsewhere. But I certainly think Martial has to go for a number of reasons, including himself. Even for himself, he hasn't cut the mustard at Man United for one reason or another. He appears to be disgruntled. I don't think Ralph Rangnick's going to be giving him this plethora of opportunities that him and Martial FC maybe believed and thought they were going to get. So I think it's right for him to move on. There's talk of Juve, there's talk of West Ham, there's talk of PSG. We'll see who actually comes in and is prepared to pay him the kind of money that he's on, over 200 grand a week. But look, whatever happens, I wish him all the best and hopefully it's good for all parties involved. Strip Bear, thank you for that super sticker. That means a great deal to me today, so thank you. Pepsi Mac on your birthday, Terry. Buy yourself some Stellas on me. Thank you very much. A few people have made donations for me to buy myself a drink on my birthday, and I appreciate that. I will. I'm going to wait till I'm better, though. I'm not going to drink alcohol while I've still got got COVID-19. I'm still not feeling well enough to do that. In fact, the last 5 minutes, I started to feel very, very ropey again after feeling a lot better. Jan said it's not true, Terry. He said, what's not true? You need to specify that for me. What, that Man United are not serious or not involved in him? I'd love you to specify what you mean by that, my friend. There we go. Okay, you said here, Jan said that it's not true that United are the only club for Erling Haaland. Well, I don't believe we'll be the only club, but I believe that Man United are looking at him. I'm quoting you the story of what it said, but I believe Man United are looking at him, and we'll see what can happen there. But the Haaland deal is going to be a big tear up between a large number of clubs. But like I said about Mino Raiola, why I said take his words with a pinch of salt is he said that Bayern Munich are one of the teams looking at Haaland and Man United are not for whatever reason, but then said that Bayern Munich couldn't get Paul Pogba because they don't pay the kind of money that a Paul Pogba demands. But Haaland's demanding the same amount of money issues Paul Pogba. So that's why I take what he says with a pinch of salt. I'm going to go to your calls very soon. I've got another comment here that says, La Decima, Ronaldo is the highest any player can ever reach in the history of sport. Big factos. Well, thank you very much for letting me know. And thank you for the super chat, my friend. It means a great deal to me. Thank you. Chelsea can go to a back four. Maybe that's the plan all along. Thank you for the happy birthday messages from a few of you as well. I'm 55 today. Blessed and earth strong today. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate that. Right, I'm going to go to some of your calls here on the Done Deal Show. First up, Fator's on the show. Big Chelsea fan. Kounde and Luca Dean to Chelsea. Give me your thoughts on that, mate.
Yo, what's up? What's up, people? Yeah, at the moment we're not in a good position, and you know what I've seen this news. I think we're gonna hit to a point that I think Rudiger's gonna be gone at the end of the season, and we need some sort of a backup plan, I would say. And this could be one of those plans that we're gonna get Jules Kounde. I've read the news from Julian Lawrence about the deal. It's estimated around 40 to 60 mil. Won't be that surprised that the board gonna back Tuchel into this decision, because I feel like Tuchel been asking for that for the board to be back him for the last 11 months now. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Jules Kounde, but I'll be happy to see him in a Chelsea shirt. And also the left wing back situation. The Luca Dean, I'm not really fussed about it. If you want to ask me who's my priority for the left wing back, I would ask for Theo Hernandez, because I think he's a good player in my opinion. And if there's an option to loan out Lucas Digne for the short term, not really going to be mad about it as well, because I think us as a Chelsea fans, we're done with Marcos Alonso in my opinion. I think he's just like, he's always giving us a frustrated game in a for nearly a long time now, and I won't be surprised if the board gonna sell Alonso this summer as well.
Yeah, listen, I hear you on that with Alonso. I really do, my friend. And Theo Hernandez, I've heard a few Chelsea fans mention his name. I think that's why the Luca Digne deal being a loan potentially first, I think is really key, because it gives you that option to look elsewhere afterwards. So listen, let's see what happens with it. And Fator, really appreciate all your support of the Football Terrace, my friend. It really means a great deal to me. Thank you.
No sweat. Happy birthday, man.
Cheers, my bro. Thank you very much indeed. A very generous donation here from Alpha Gaming. A few more drinks for you, Terry. Happy birthday. Thank you very much indeed, Alpha Gaming. That means the world to me. So thank you very much for the donation. Next on the show, we're going to go to Joseph. Joseph's here. What are you saying? Okay, I can't play music on the channel, but okay. Next up, I'm going to go to Nathaniel. Nathaniel's here with me. What are you saying, bro?
Yo, happy birthday, man.
Thank you very much indeed. What do you want to say, my friend?
Listen, I'll take anybody over that Marcos Alonso, man. Jules Kounde, he can come in. Alonso, this guy, he gives me heart attacks, man. Like, Sunday, we're gonna Adama versus Alonso. It's gonna be murder, man. And I mean, Alonso, he's used to that anyway. But it's gonna be a tough game. But listen, Kounde, we need to get him. We need to get Luca Digne from Everton because I think they got a new left back. They need to sign one. So hopefully we can get him in a window because Alonso, Saul, it's peak, man. These guys, they're not even footballers. They're not even footballers.
Yeah, I hear you on that. In terms of Luca Digne, like, is he a big enough upgrade in your opinion?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's very good with his crossing. He's got good free kick. He's got good pace. He can defend well. Obviously, he's proven, and he's experienced. So I think he'll be very good for us if we were to get him.
Good stuff. Listen, really appreciate your call, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Top man.
Cheers,
Thank you, Nathaniel. Cheers. Next up, Winter Surfer's back with us here today. What you saying, buddy?
Oh, no problem. Enjoy your birthday, Terry. I'll drink a Pepsi Max for you as well. So
top man. What'd you make of this Chelsea transfer news today?
Yeah, I'm interested. I always I'll wait to believe it. I'll wait to see it before I believe it because remember during the summer we'd agreed all the deal for Kounde, and then 6 weeks later we're still waiting to complete the deal, and then there's all that story about them changing their mind at the last minute. He's what's needed. That type of player is definitely what's needed. Not only just for even just for the future, because with our contract situations, with our defence, Rudiger's probably going to leave. Christensen is yet to sign the contract yet. Thiago Silva yet to sign the contract yet. Aspilicueta yet to sign the contract. So is what's needed. It does give us an opportunity to go to a back four if that's what Tuchel wants, but I don't know if he wants that. But it's just about getting him in early under the Tuchel system. I'm more interested in the Luca Digne deal because I believe I'm only happy with that if that's a loan deal with an option to buy. I don't want to really spend that amount of money on him, and then, you know, I just like the loan option with an option to buy. Really, he's definitely an upgrade on Alonso. Alonso's not supposed to be a starter for any club. He's supposed to be a squad player. Come in like 3 games maximum, out again. But he would be an upgrade.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think on Luca Digne, I think that's got to be a loan with an option to buy, not an obligation for that to be not just a good deal, but it's also, you don't want to go too big in that area. And then Ben Chilwell's back, and then you've got someone that's earning lots of money, maybe becoming a bit disgruntled themselves. So I think a loan will work. Jules Kounde is that long-term option that you've been looking at for a while. And with Rudiger, it's so hard to gauge what's going to happen with Rudiger. It's going to take a big increase in offer from Chelsea. And maybe they just look at someone like Jules Kounde as a better investment over the next 4 to 5 years than they do Rudiger. And I think sometimes as football fans, we kind of lose a little bit of sight of that. Although he's been so good for Thomas Tuchel, it's going to be an intriguing one. But, you know, these reinforcements definitely feel needed. From, you know, a lot of Chelsea fans are making it sound like, you know, they really do need these reinforcements at the minute.
Yeah. There's I've come to realization now this Chelsea squad is good, but some of the parts is more quantity than quality in parts of it, and I think it's beginning to show there's a massive drop. I mean, I know Chilwell's not the best left back; he has improved, but there's a massive drop and decline between Chilwell and Alonso, and you notice that. That's why if you see yesterday's game, Terry, all our attack is down the right hand side. It's all down the right hand side. It's never on the left at all anymore with Alonso in there.
Yeah,
and you know, I just think there's reports that Chilwell is apparently training again, but I don't know, that injury looked pretty serious. I'm just waiting. I think we're going to hear the news. If we sound like Digne on loan, we're probably going to hear the news next that Chilwell's going in for surgery or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah. I think that there's a definite element of that needs to be looked at. I get the feeling he's still going to need surgery. I really, really do. Winter Surfer, top man for coming on and having your say as ever, mate. And thanks for the birthday message. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. We have a few more super chats here. Aaron says, "Happy birthday, Terry, my guy. Digne is a good player. I hope Chelsea don't get him and have to deal with Alonso." This here says, happy birthday, Terry. Thank you very much to Motor Sir Ali. Thank you very much for your, again, kind messages and super chats on my birthday. Happy birthday, Terry. Big fan of your work. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharma. That means a great, massive, it always means a great deal to me. It really, really does. So thank you very much indeed. Let's do a few more calls here. Abdul's on the line now. What are you saying, Abdul?
Hey Terry, happy birthday, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much indeed.
I want to ask you quickly, has the secret phrase has it been guessed yet?
No, it hasn't, and I haven't really pushed it the last week or so, just because people, I kind of left it for a bit. It's still sitting there in that envelope right there behind me. No one's guessed it. No one's got it right yet. And the clues, I'll have a little push on it tonight. The clues are so obvious. They're so obvious. When it comes out what it is, people are going to fall over backwards. I can't believe no one's got it yet. But yeah, it's still available. Still available, my bro.
But I want to ask you, because I'm hearing from a lot of credible Spanish outlets and sources that Ferran Torres to Barcelona is almost complete. Have you heard anything that might indicate that might be true?
I thought it was already done. I mean, I've heard what you've heard. I've heard that it's pretty much done. It's going to happen. He's going to go to Barcelona. Yeah, which has kind of come out of nowhere, really. I thought he'd have been very happy at Man City. They're a better team right now, and Guardiola's there. But yeah, it looks like Ferran Torres could be going.
Yeah, and then in regards to Jules Kounde, I think he'll be amazing for Chelsea, because they're also kind of looking for a right back, because Asby, not right back, but like somebody who can fill in that right back position from time to time, or that right wing back position from time to time, because I've been seeing a lot of people like criticize Azpilicueta on his offensive capabilities, you know what I mean? And Jules Kounde, he's been playing as a right back for the French national squad as well. So he can play in different positions. So I think Jules Kounde would be an amazing signing for Chelsea. But I wanted to ask you, just to finish off, what's your predictions for Manchester United's transfer business in January?
Oh, I feel that we may look in the midfield area. If Martial and Cavani both leave, which is one of the they're both big rumors today, then I think we might buy someone. It may not be a striker, though. It could be a midfielder. It could be another area on the pitch like that. We may do some business, but it would have to be the right business. So you've got Hadara that we're looking at, which I'm very intrigued by this. So let's see what happens there in that midfield area. I think there'll be more outgoings and incomings. Jesse Lingard probably highly likely to leave as well. So I think there'll be more outgoings and incomings, to be fair.
All right, thank you.
Lovely. Cheers, Abdul. Thanks for calling in and having your say, mate. Thank you. Jem's coming on the show next. I did want to point out as well that there has been some updates today at Arsenal, which could lead to transfer activity. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been told that he will be training alone until the African Cup of Nations, which is still, 4 or 5 weeks away. He will not be. It sounds like he will not be included in matchday squads. Mikel Arteta here doing the absolute right thing, and I know Jess and I got into a bit of a spat on the show over this, and I always knew that I always believed that this would be the course of action. They will look to try and sell him, but I agree with Jess, it'll be hard because of his wages. But letting him mix with the general populace, the squad and everything else, it's too dangerous, because he will be influential. He will be able to talk to people. He may, whether you always turn people against Arteta is probably a little bit of an exaggerated way of putting it, but he could become a problem person at the club. So Arteta's doing the right thing, isolating him, letting him train alone, and they will look to move him on as quickly as possible. It does appear, as per Hugh Wizzy on the Straight Facts podcast earlier on today, that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang may have actually kicked his last ever ball. For Arsenal Football Club. We are taking your calls. Is the phrase "Happy Birthday, Terry"? It isn't. I'm gonna grab it here. Hang on a sec. Because people can't see it, they forget about it, right? So we have the secret phrase in my little golden envelope here, as you can see. Now, in that golden envelope is a secret football phrase. It's a phrase you all know, and you've definitely all used it. We've given out some clues before. The clues have been Michael Owen, the Manchester Derby. Arsenal have a famous connection to it. Rivals hate it. You love it when it happens to you. There's some of the clues to what's in here. If you super chat in and get it right, I will give you a PlayStation 5. You get a brand new Boohoo Man hoodie, £100 cash, and a pair of Cristiano Ronaldo's football boots. You got to get the super chat right, though. Happy birthday, Terry. Strip Bear equals Karen. Strip Bear's back as being a mod, but I have said to Strip Bear, I said this to all my moderators, there's no arguing with the viewers. If they say something you don't like, let me know. No arguing out in public anymore, because it takes away from the stream, and we're not about that life. CFC Gem is here with us now. What are you saying, bro?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you, mate. Happy birthday, mate.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You don't look well, though. I'm not going to lie. You look really ill.
Mate,
Right.
I feel fine before I went live. And since I've been live on the air, I feel like death. Legitimately.
Yeah.
I feel like right now I could just fall asleep. And I don't know where it's come out of nowhere. It's hit me like a ton of bricks. But I'm all good, my bro. What are you here to say, my friend?
Quick one then. Because I'm on my mobile, my Wi-Fi keeps playing around. This Lucas Digne to Chelsea thing is a definite must happen in January. I don't see Chelsea doing too much in terms of player transfers, but especially in that area. The thing with Chilwell is that yes, he's trained, he's doing light running. You know, they're going to see how he is mid-Jan. You know, even if he does get back in the team, is he going to be able to, you know, do quick sprints, turn with the ball and things like that? Different things that you're going to do, which is going to put pressure on that area. Is he going to be able to be ready, you know, by February going into to next year? I don't know. And I think if he isn't, and they do decide him, hello?
Yeah, sorry, mate. You cut off a bit. Oh, Jim's phone cut off there. He might try and call us back. Man like Usman Ali. This is, of course, eye test. He says, first time since George Graham, we are seeing accountability. That accountability gave Arsene Wenger a foundation to work from. Neglect of that accountability will led to the demise of Wenger in the end. Listen, I hear what you're saying there, Usman. I think that you make a good point there, my bro. You make a really good point there, my friend. In relation to that, there always needs to be that accountability and players held to account and everything else. And whether it's attitude, whether it's standards, whether it's being good enough, all these things are massively key. And it's one of the reasons why I see a lot of like Martial FC and quite a lot of Ollie out as angry at the moment, but they're just kind of holding their anger in, because so far they haven't seen. They kind of felt Ollie will go and then my favorite players will come back into the team. Some of your favorite players are going to be ousted by this coach because Ollie wasn't wrong about all of them. You know, and that's what I mean by accountability, whether it's attitude, whether it's deliverance, whether it's consistency, a combination of all of them. Accountability needs to be in place of football clubs. You are bang on there. You're absolutely bang on. I think Jem's back with us again now. We'll see if it's working. How you doing, mate?
Sorry, mate. That wasn't Wi-Fi. That was your missus calling you and saying, what petrol do I put in this car? Because you've never done it before. Do you know what I mean?
My missus. You just said my missus.
No, my missus.
I get that. Because people are like, what do you mean? What's Terry's missus ringing Jem?
Oh.
I hear you on that. Sorry, mate. Carry on with what you're saying.
Sorry, no, I was just basically what I'm trying to get at is that even if he is okay and he doesn't, and he's not, you know, he's not having to go and have an op, then bringing in Digne makes sense still as backup, because I just don't think that Alonso's the one. You know, he affects this system too much. The system does not flow. We're heavily reliant on the right side of the pitch when we're offensively going forward, and he's just not the answer. And then that's why I think in theory, if we're going to strengthen anywhere in January, because I don't think we'll go and get high profile players in January, I don't see that happening, then a Digne makes sense, because this Everton team, let's be serious, they're not doing great at the moment, and there's nothing really for him to play for there. He's going to have the opportunity to come and play for a team that's still fighting in all 5 competitions, including the Club World Cup. And I think it makes a lot of sense that if Chelsea are serious in him, to get him across and get him in. He was a good player, 28 years old. He's good offensively. He can defend. He can cross, which is something that we badly need from that side as well, because we were heavily reliant on Reece James to do that from the right. And I think it just gives us more balance overall. And yeah, I'd like to see him at the club. I don't see Kounde coming though. Not in January anyway. I think he will in the summer. He's a player that I've wanted for a very long time, especially with Rudiger going out the door potentially as well. Even if he doesn't, I still think we should sign Kounde, because we've got to think ahead. And the fact that Thiago Silva might stay for another year is only a year. Why not bring him in when he's still there and allow him to learn from one of the best defenders ever, in my eyes? So it makes a lot of sense.
I hear you, bro. Listen, Jem, great call. Thank you very much for my birthday serenade as well. Top man.
See you later, mate. Take care.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much indeed. We had a few more guesses for the secret phrase here from Jules, and injury time winner. We'll see what another one that said Fergie time. They're not true. They're not the phrases. And I want to ask the audience something here, because I'm always led by you. Do you want me to reveal what the secret phrase is and start it all again with a brand new secret phrase? Or would you rather still try and work out what this one is? Viewers, let me know what you want, and we can kind of go from there. There's no harm, no foul if we have to change it. You will kick yourselves when I tell you what it is. But let me know. If you want us to do it or not. I'll wait to see what the audience says. Some saying new one no. The rest are all saying yes. Look, the audience is saying yes here. New one. Okay, well, maybe I'll set up a new one for you tomorrow, and then reveal. But I'm not going to reveal the old one. I think I might keep the old one a secret. I won't keep it. No, I will reveal it, because then you won't know it's a different one. Otherwise, I'll just leave it in there, won't I? No, I won't do that. I will reveal it again. I'll see how many more yeses we get. A lot of people are saying new phrase. A few people are saying no. See, I'll release more clues, but it's always about likes. You guys have got to get the likes and viewing numbers up. So we're going to change it a little bit on the next one. It's about how many live viewers we get. So it's going to be down to you lot, the viewers, to go and bring me live viewers. It's all part and parcel, but we're going to give away big prizes. And we'll build the prize pool back up. We'll start off with the PlayStation and we'll add to it each week again. We'll do that. If you guys want a new phrase, let me know. I'll be led by you. A few of you are saying no. A few people saying no. The majority, though, are saying yes. The majority are saying yes to it. But we'll go. We'll see. We'll see. A few of you might have a guess. Can you remind us of the clues so far? So the clues so far have been Arsenal have a big connection to it. The Manchester Derby has a big connection to it. Liverpool and Tottenham have a big connection to it. Rivals hate it. You love it when it happens to you. The name Myrtle and the name Michael Owen. Remember, they are not direct clues, all of them. They are kind of like, they're a little bit riddly. That's the point. Otherwise, if I just said if I was blatant with a clue, they'd just be obvious, and that's not the point. The point is to have a little bit of fun. The point's meant to be when you super chat like this fine person, you put a guess on the end of it. But there we go. Happy birthday, Terry. Have a drink on me when you're better, mate. I'd be happy with the Chelsea bringing in Digne and Kounde, both good deals. Would say we need another backup central midfielder, but doubt they'll do too much. Yeah, I think, Tim, we all know who you guys are looking for. We know who you guys are looking for. There's no doubt about it. In the summer months, most of you are asking for a new phrase. There's probably, I would say, about 90% of you are saying new. Which you know what we'll do to make it fairer? I'm going to run a poll. Should we start the secret phrase? Hang on a second. Again, I'll make sure I spelt this right, because my spelling is terrible. Should we start the secret phrase again? Put it out there. It's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. Most of you seem to be saying yes, but I'll do a poll instead. Can you remind us of the clue so far? Sorry, we did that super chat. Sorry. Is the phrase goal against the run of play? It's not goal against the run of play, but thank you very much for having a guess this afternoon. Let's have a little look here. Okay, 64% saying yes so far. It's a little bit less than I thought, but there we go. We'll go with the winner by the end of the end of the show. Next on the show, Shrey's here with me. What are you saying, Shrey?
Hey Terry, first of all, happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
And so I wanted to talk about the Digne and Kunde deal. So I think both can get done. Marina, Marina Magic. We had the deal done. With Kunde. This the guy, the director at Sevilla, Monchi. Changed his mind. God knows why. But I think Kunde wants to come. I think Sevilla will eventually sell because they're not. As far as I know of La Liga, they're not going anywhere. So I think the Kunde deal will get done. I think if Chelsea put the money, I think they just say, okay, let's do it. And as far as Digne is concerned, yeah, I like the deal. For on a loan, why not? Because we don't know what Ben Chilwell's going to do. Like you said, my only concern is if they don't get the obligation to buy. Then what happens? Say if Digne does really well, and then say he's yeah, and then we can't get him. So then what will happen? Will Chelsea look at somebody else, or do they try and actually sign him from Everton? So that is where is my doubt. But I like the deal on a loan. Personally.
Yeah.
So
I think you're absolutely right. So we're having a bit of noise in your background there, but I think you're right. It's very, very good in terms of it's a very good deal in terms of a loan. I think you're absolutely right there, my bro. I think you're absolutely right. Thank you very much, Trey, for
Terry,
coming on.
Terry, yeah, one more thing I just wanted to ask your take. I've been
Yeah.
wondering about this thing. Yeah, about try till Chilwell. We get to know the situation. I've always thought about why not try Aspilicueta at left back, left wing back. I don't know why Tuchel hasn't tried with that. Why hasn't he experimented around with it? Because he's tried Saul there, he's tried Alonso. So that's why I've just been wondering. So I wanted your take on that.
So doing what? Sorry, say that again.
No, why not try Aspilicueta at left wing back?
Look, I think he struggles at right back at his age, let alone playing on his kind of weaker side as an example. So I think Chelsea need to look beyond experimenting and they need to look at more permanent solutions is what I would say. He could probably handle himself there in games, but at his age, on his weaker side, playing fullback, very energetic role when you're playing three at the back. I just don't know if he's physically capable of doing that anymore. That would be my take. But thank you very much, Shrey, for your questions and your support on the terrace, mate. Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much indeed. Sal is the man for Chelsea. There we go. Listen, everyone that has tuned in, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you. Hugely appreciated by myself. 60% have voted for the secret phrase to change again. So I'll have a little bit of a think about that over the course of this evening, and maybe in one of the match reaction shows this weekend, we'll do a bit of a reveal and go forth again. We will roll over a couple of the prizes. A few of them were thrown in as kind of extra incentive prizes during this one. So the boots and the PlayStation 5 will remain. We'll roll them over and we'll go again. Of course we will. We'll definitely support you, our viewers, in that way. And maybe change the game up a little bit more this time to make it a bit easier and quicker to get clues. Hi, Terry. The same outers that say Hi, Terry. The same outers that say I trust Ralph will call him crap and shit when he doesn't start their favorite players. Yeah, look, that's very likely to happen. We kind of know this. This is football fans for you, but just got to roll with it. You were getting closer. You were, but no one's really guessed in the last week. So I thought maybe we'll do it. I know people enjoy it, so we'll have a little go from there, and whatever else, and maybe we'll have one more day of guessing tomorrow, and then we'll see. Surely, Terry, you can't start the phrase again. I'm asking you guys. It wasn't on my mind. A few people have asked me to do it, so I've turned round and said, "Do you want me to?" And people are voting for it to start again, as in a different phrase that people can guess at. But the prize pool remains the same. So the PlayStation and the boots will stay there. So there's no real difference. Claret and Blue Army TV. Happy birthday, Terry. £25,000 raised for Isla's Army. Oh, that's brilliant. It isn't stoppage time winner, but thank you very much for guessing. Thank you very, very much indeed. And congrats for raising so much money for Isla. I know it's for a brilliant, brilliant cause, mate. So well done to you. That's absolutely phenomenal. Everyone that's tuned in this evening, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again.